Yes, hello again. Welcome to another live pre-game show on the Sydney FC Facebook page. My name's Simon Hill, Michael Zullo, alongside massive semi-final here at Bankwest Stadium, home of the Western Sydney Wanderers, of course, but Sydney FC's home ground tonight. Huge game between the Sky Blues and Perth Glory. Michael, great to see you. Obviously, I'd much rather be seeing you out there. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I've got a bit of a hamstring complaint at the moment. It's touch and go for tonight, and I'm hoping the boys can get a result and give me a chance to play in another grand final.
You've had a busy week though, nonetheless. Congratulations are in order. Your wife just given birth to twins.
She did, yep, she did. Two twin boys. Sammy and Anthony were born on Friday. So look, it's been obviously an amazing week for myself. I would love to have been playing tonight, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm super happy.
Well, congratulations from all of us anyway to the Zullos, and let's look ahead to the football tonight because it is a huge game. Repeat, of course, of last year's grand final between Sydney FC and Perth Glory, and all taking place at Bankwest, as we say, the traditional homes of your arch rivals, the Western Sydney Wanderers. Does that make it a bit strange for the players, or not?
Look, it's obviously you'd love to be playing it at your own home ground with a full stadium of home fans, but it's a fantastic stadium here at Bankwest, and for me it probably gives a little bit of added motivation to get the win and celebrate on enemy ground, I guess.
Probably a more concern, I would imagine, to Sydney FC fans at the moment is the current streak of form that Sydney are on. No win in 5 matches, which is the worst run in 4 years for the club, the latest of which was a home loss against Western United just an hour or so after you lifted the Premier's plate. What do you put this down to, and have you noticed a shift upwards in terms of the focus this week with the finals around the corner?
Yeah, look, of course, we would have preferred to have come into this game with 5 wins on the bounce, but you have to always try and look for positives. And on the flip side to this, it's really given us a massive wake-up call that if we don't turn up and play the way we need to every single week, that we're going to get put in our place by what are some other talented players in the league. So for us tonight, it's a one-off game. Everything's on the line, and the boys know what it takes. So I'm very confident they're going to turn up and do the job.
That leads into our next little chat. You said the boys know what it takes to get to a grand final. Of course, this time last year, we did have fans inside the stadium, inside Jubilee Stadium to be exact, and you absolutely walloped Melbourne Victory by 6-1. That must have been a great feeling.
Yeah, I mean, that's the flip side. That's kind of the two sides of finals football, It's win or lose. Either you win and go through to a grand final, or you lose and your season's over. So I think our players are big game players. Almost everyone in the squad knows what it feels like to taste success. So I'm very confident that they know what they need to do going into this game to get us into another grand final. 3
grand finals in the last 4 years, and also a couple of FFA Cup finals as well to throw into the mix. So that big game experience could be crucial tonight. In terms of your opposition, Sydney have got a great record against Perth in recent years. Only 1 loss in the last 14 meetings. They came through their elimination final winning against Wellington Phoenix by the only goal to 0. What have you made of their season? Of course, they're without the likes of Diego Castro at this time of year, but they managed to get into the 6 once again, and they're always tricky opposition, aren't they?
They are. I think they were the premiers last season, and for good reason. They're a very talented side. They're full of experienced players, and that's something you need to really respect. They're players that have obviously succeeded in their field and a quality. So although they're missing one of their biggest players, their coach is a tremendous coach. He demands the best results, and he's going to be pushing them very hard tonight.
And do you think they'll have sort of revenge in their minds after what happened in the grand final last year?
Absolutely. We used that as motivation last year against Melbourne Victory because we still had a bad taste in our mouths from the semi-final the year before, and last year we obviously ruined their party by winning the grand final in Perth. So they're definitely going to come out with a point to prove tonight, and the boys need to be ready for it.
Well, last time these two teams met in a finals game here in Sydney was back in 2017, and Perth Glory arrived in the Harbour City on the back of a red-hot streak. They'd just secured 3 wins on the spin and scored 10 goals in the process, but they were hit by a bit of a first-half Sky Blues goal blitz.
Ryan Grant towards the long throw. defence allowed to bounce not once but twice. Ninkovic creating the angle. Michael Zullo for Milos Ninkovic. Brillante available. Can hit them from long range. Will try one. What a goal! What a superb goal by Josh Brillante. It's just his second in the Hyundai A-League, and it is a peach. Now they'll perhaps inject a little bit more width, or maybe not. Jordi Bos going right through the centre. Jordi Bos, what a run! What a goal! Over the flag's up. The flag has gone up. Jordi Bos thinks he scored.
Well, that's how I interpret it on the replay, and I have to say I thought that's what the officials have decided, but let's see. Great run from Bos. It's a sheer perseverance. And the Sydney player is clearly offside by Bo. Does he stop the defender from making a play? I'd say he does. I'd say the ref... Now it's a goal.
Goal.
Well,
there we go. The second time in the A-League's history that we've had to go to the video assistant referee. Again, it involves Sydney FC. It's a huge moment in the semi-final, and potentially, I suppose, even a fatal moment for Perth's championship hopes. Massive talking point. They feel that Dino Jorbic was blocked off. Peter Green wasn't sure. Strebre Delovski had a look at it, probably not once but twice, and decided the goal should stand.
well does Dino Jorbic have a material chance of getting to the ball there, but not for Bo?
Well, the word is that Strebre Delovski believed it was minimal interference, and therefore not an obvious error, because Peter Green initially, of course, signalled the goal. Look, he's picked up Jordi Bos here. Oh, clever again by Ninkovic. Bos, space for Brandon O'Neill, urged to shoot, clips it in towards Holosko! It's three, but the flag's up again. The flag is up again, and that one's not going to count. Here we go again. Can you believe this? Strebre Delovski earning his money tonight up in the stands. Is the goal going to stand this time?
Applying.
Well, you can't score with your right shoulder, can you? Well, your right arm, you can't. Yeah.
No.
I think this is going to be 3-0. Goal. Two video assistant refereeing decisions in one half of football. We'd only had one in the last few weeks since this new system came into play, and Sydney FC in first half stoppage time are 3 goals clear thanks to Filip Holosko. Most unlike a goalkeeper who prides himself on clean sheets, but he has got that clean sheet. As the full-time whistle goes, Sydney FC, as they have been for most of this season, too strong, too good. A little bit of help from the VARs in the first half, but the grand final will be in Sydney next Sunday.
Yeah, it was a good day that for Sydney FC back in 2017. Let's see if they can repeat that here tonight. Let's give you the team news. Sydney FC lining up as follows: Andrew Redmayne in goal, Ryan Grant, Ryan McGowan, Alex Wilkinson the captain, and Joel King in place of Michael at left back. Luke Bratton and Paolo Retre in midfield. Anthony Caceres gets the nod on the right. Milos Ninkovic, and then a front to Adam Lafondra and Costa Barbarouses. In terms of Perth, Liam Reddy from the Sydney FC goalkeeper between the posts, and it's a back three of Machella, Malik and Tarek Elrich, the 2 wing-backs, Ivan Frenic and James Meredith, Jake Grimmer and Neil Kilkenny in midfield, along with Juande, and a front two of Joel Chianese and Bruno Fornaroli, the captain. Let's hear now from the Sydney FC head coach, Steve Corica. He's talking with Dave Warriner.
Well, Steve, it's do or die tonight for Sydney FC. How much are you looking forward to the game?
Very much. You know, we've been preparing for 10 days now for this match-up against Perth, the grand final replay. So, yeah, all the boys are excited and looking forward to the semi-final.
Does the fact that you won that grand final you speak of last year give you any advantage going into tonight?
Probably not. I think, that's in the past. That was last year. This is, like I said, I've said it before, it's a one-off game. We need to be ready for the start. We need to play well, and we need to score goals and defend well as well against this very good team.
You've had a look at Perth twice already this season, but it's been a little while since you've last met. Do you see any changes in them?
Yeah, they have. Since the COVID break, there's been a bit of a change in their system that they're playing. Obviously, Castro's not here anymore, so they've changed it a little bit. And, obviously, they've won a few games, and obviously a very good game that they won to make the semi-final as well against Wellington. They had a very good defensive performance, and, we need to break them down and, like I said, really play well on semi-final day.
And just tell us about changes to the starting lineup for Sydney FC tonight after the game against Western United at Leichhardt Oval 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, obviously Joel King come in for Michael Zullo when he come off injured. He's still got a problem with his hamstring. So the only other change is I think Caceres is starting as a number 10 instead of Beaumihan. So we've got definitely depth on the bench with him on the bench coming on, and we're looking forward to a very good game.
And the fans in the stadium tonight, I know there were fans there last week, but the fact that it's a semi-final, do you think that's going to make a bit of a difference, hopefully, for the atmosphere and for the boys?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, semi-finals are something special. We're one game away to get into another grand final, which is what we want to achieve. And with the fans there, it's also amazing to have them there supporting us and getting right behind us.
Yeah, Steve Corica, the Sky Blues coach, of course he knows his opposite number, Tony Popovic, very well. They played together on 17 occasions for the Socceroos during their days with the national team. Michael, let's talk a wee bit about the Sydney FC lineup tonight. Steve has gone with Anthony Caceres in place of Bam Johan, with Retre and Bratton in the central roles, Ninkovic on the left. Anthony Caceres has had a very consistent campaign, but I suppose it's a sign of the competition for places at the club that he doesn't always get a role in the starting 11.
Yeah, that's a really tough decision. I really don't envy the head coach in that kind of situation. I think you've got two supremely talented players like Alex Beaumihan and Anthony Caceres, and on his day, Anthony is for me one of the best players in the A-League. I think he's shown that this season, and he's shown the potential that everyone's always known in him. But he's a top guy. He's always done his job, whether that be coming off the bench or starting. In the last few weeks, he's had to play central midfield, maybe not his strongest position, but he's done a great job. And tonight, he's back where he does his best work, and I'm really excited to see him.
Yeah, he gets his chance from the off tonight, Andy Caceres, with Alexander Bam Johan on the bench. In terms of team selection, of course, virtually the first name on the team sheet, well, probably literally these days, is Andrew Redmayne, the Sky Blues number 1. He was the hero of the hour, of course, in the grand final last year against Perth in that penalty shootout. Let's hear from him now. He's talking with Dave.
Well, Andrew, Perth Glory in a finals match again. Does it bring back some happy memories for you?
Yeah, fantastic memories. But like I said, it's a different beast this year. It's a new game, and can't wait to get out there and let rip.
Have you done your homework on Perth and their penalty takers in particular this year?
No, I don't think it'll get to that stage tonight. But having said that, if it does, I think the boys are more than prepared to execute.
You talked earlier in the week about the fact that this was do or die time essentially for Sydney FC. Is that how the boys have been feeling about it in the build-up?
Yeah, of course. I mean, training's definitely ramped up this week. We know what's on line, we know what's at stake, and we know how to execute in big games. So there's a lot of positivity within the change room, and I can't wait to get out there.
There's been about 10 days since you lifted the Premier's plate at Leichhardt Oval. Has that little break given you the extra time to relax and also to refocus ahead of two massive matches?
Yeah, absolutely. I think now we've got one trophy out of the way, we move on to the next, and we're definitely kind of ramped up the last 10 days of training, and everyone's fit and firing. Everyone wants to be out there on the pitch in the big games. So training's been very intense the last couple of days, and I'm expecting a good performance tonight.
And you've played in a few of these types of matches in your career. Does that give you a bit of an advantage, your experience going into the game?
Yeah, I don't think it's just me. I think there's a lot of big game experience within the team and within the squad. I mean, you look at the staff as well. They've all played in big games, and I think we can bounce that knowledge off each other and use that to our advantage going forward.
And here at Bankwest as well, does that make any difference to you?
No, not at all. It's fantastic to have some fans here tonight, and really looking forward to hearing them in full voice. But I don't think it makes any difference where we play as long as it's a good activity with two guys.
Yeah, Andrew Redmayne, who starts in goal, and they are about to kick off here. So we're almost out of time, Michael. Quick prediction tonight. I think I know what you're going to say.
2-0. 2-0 to the boys. Clean sheet.
2-0. We'll see if you are correct. You can watch the game live on Fox Sports or KO or MyFootball Live app. And we'll see you, hopefully, for the grand final. See you next time.
And a welcome out west as we get set for a huge clash between the Premiers and the Champions. Last time these two sides met was in front of more than 50,000 fans as the A-League decider went the way of the Sky Blues on penalties. Fondra. Way. The feet. Is there a little tug of the shirt there? Ninkovic, Castro. And this could prove very costly. Out over the Fondra, and he rifles it straight in the back of the net, and the Sky Blues lead early in Perth. Celebration right in front of the shed as well. Absolutely rifled that home for the Fondra. Chianese back in on Ninkovic, Fortaroli. Tried the first time, he did well. Get another shot away. Unleashes the long ball up to Chianese, heads it down nicely, and Fortaroli into the back of the net. Becomes a record breaker as the Perth Glory equalise. Bruno Fortaroli becomes the fastest man to 50 goals in A-League history, and Perth have it back level. Nice little block there to allow Castro a bit of room to move, and now Franic pulling the trigger, but going wide. Have to play on, and now Barbarouses might almost be in here. He's going to pull the trigger. Costa Barbarouses! What a finish! His third goal in 3 matches. He is on a great goal-scoring run, and Sydney lead again. And again they play it into the feet of Barbarouses. He's one-on-one here with Djurbic. He'll fancy his chances to take him on. Right across to Grant, the 5 from Ninkovic. And it's another for Sydney. 3-1 is the scoreline. Beautifully constructed by the Sky Blues. And they are dominating in the West. Lovely run, still going Chris Harold. Now Fortaroli, he brought it down and he punished it in the back of the net. It's a brace for Bruno.
Seems to be Harold playing it forwards. Fortaroli comes back into an onside position.
Getting confirmation. The goal overturned. And that will do it for the grand final rematch. And the result goes the same way, with the spoils going to Sydney FC. There was some late drama in the second half. Glory thought they were on the charge and getting back into it. But in the end, the Sky Blues continue their domination over the Perth Glory.